I have a piece of American glow engine history here on my table that I want to show you. This is just the stand. This is a Northfield Ross 60 twin engine. Now, I don't know a whole lot about this company, but I do know that these engines date back, or this engine should date back to probably the early to mid 70s. It came into my possession in a very poor shape. It wouldn't turn over at all. And I've cleaned it up, freed it up, and now things move as they should. Let me show you these. And it's got really good compression too. Let me zoom in a bit here. This features Dykes rings, and it's got pretty damn good compression now. Now the things that I have done to this engine, it's like I said, when it came to me it was completely stuck, wouldn't turn over at all, it was extremely dirty. So the things I did to this engine, I did not completely disassemble it. I took the heads off, and I took this carb off completely, and this back cover. Now the bearings in this engine look really good, and they're smooth, and when you take this carb base off you can see the crankshaft, which is really interesting. Everything inside this engine looks really good. It was just, as you can see, it doesn't have exhaust on it, so it was stored in like a dusty balsa wood area, so it had a bunch of garbage in it. So I flushed this engine completely with alcohol, cleaned it up with a toothbrush the best I could, and now it's in this state where it's possible that the engine would run. I have no desire to run this engine nor to keep this engine, because I am not a hoarder and I am not an engine collector. I picked this up basically as a challenge to see if I could get it to what appears to be an operational state, and I believe I have done that. So, as I said, I have no desire to keep this engine. So right now it's going to sit on my table on this stand, and if anybody watching this has the desire to own this engine, please feel free to email me with inquiries, and we can possibly work out a deal if you're in the continental United States. I have no intention of sending this or shipping this overseas. Now, to get my email address, in every single video I post in the description is a link showing you how to obtain my email address. And those of you that are savvy YouTube users and look at YouTube on a computer know that every channel has an About tab. When you go to the About tab, that's where you can obtain the email address on anybody that's got their email address set up. However, you cannot do that on a mobile device. Mobile devices do not show the email address exposure. That is not me. That is a YouTube or a Google issue, so take that up with them. So if you want this engine, or are interested in owning this engine, go to the About tab on my channel page on a PC and obtain my email address, and we'll discuss the details of this via email.